Welcome to Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, and it looks as if we are due for a full house as we have a terrific game in store. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Central Michigan Chippewas. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for first down.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Line gets set, first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Escapes the sack. Looking down the middle. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
On the
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Kane. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. This Nevada offense really has it going.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down, giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
Jet sweep to the receiver. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Offense working from the pistol. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Kane. He's got him in the flat. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. They've held this ball forever, driven it deep, now facing a 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Cal. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
He's marked down at the 29. Second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The end of the first quarter with the score: Central Michigan 7, Nevada 3.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just now on the same page with his target.
The Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
2nd down coming up. The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
3rd down.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? And that ball is picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Now the pitch. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and the number one thing you want to do with a jet sweep is make that thing bounce, right? Don't let it get outside right now. Make that thing go east-west, not north-south. Great job by the defense being ready for that jet sweep.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? And sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Fires complete on the crosser. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Trying to find his man on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewa!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Baylor. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the air, it's Kane. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Runs through a tackle. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around now, hitting the gas. picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Chippewas will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the 2nd half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the 2nd half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the 1st half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
To the air on 1st down. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll set up to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And now on second down for this offense. Power football with the run. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking left. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here comes the offense on first down. The give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
42, Spider.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that 1st down.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Colorado is taking on the form of its beloved Ralphie. They are running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 21 over Baylor. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Fires to the big fella. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He lets it fly. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. Oh, it's a reverse. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And how about this offense? They haven't ran the football great today. But right now, when it matters the most, can you be good? Can you be physical? Can you tick that clock and run the rock?
The Chippewas with the 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Unlock. Double right. Under. Ready, go.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down.
In blue. Over.
They'll go right back to the run. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. looking to pass. It's Kane getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field, give yourself a shot to win.
Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch past the sticks. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Nevada. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Touchdown, Nevada.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
That makes the score Nevada 21, Central Michigan 17.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kickoff.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, we're finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Nevada comes to the line on first and goal. Give to the running back. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.